end. They're in
Grimace
this world.
was also a thief. I was.
Grimace started off as a bad guy with 6 arms.
Oh, okay.
And he's supposed to vaguely look like a shake.
Okay. Oh, weird.
Yeah.
He never. That was
Right.
unsuccessful.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
never worked.
Or at the very least, in the same way that the Hamburglar was after hamburgers and Captain Crook was after fish fillets.
Captain
the Grimace.
Crook.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, he was after the fish fillets.
Right,
I
yeah.
remember. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. These are the deep
Grimace
cuts of
was
McDonald's
after-
land.
that
was
is
after the
deep
shakes.
cuts, yeah.
Right. So once they got sued, they were basically like, okay, well, we have these characters. America already knows and loves the Hamburglar.
Right.
So if we adjust the way that they look and start putting them in the real world rather than this fictional...
The town.
Right, exactly. McDonald's land.
McDonald's
Yep,
land.
this is McDonald's land.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Which was where the real. So they're like skirting the edge of the law.
Right.
And they're like, okay, we'll take them out of McDonald's land. They won't be in a H&R Puff and Stuff like world.
Right, exactly.
So that will separate them 1 degree from this lawsuit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone knows who these people are, these puppets are.
Right.
So so what did they look more like H&R Puppet Stuff, and then they redesigned the characters?
So they stopped using certain characters. Captain Crook dropped off. There was a guy named the Professor that just disappeared entirely.
I miss Captain Crook. I remember Captain frickin' Crook.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
There's a guy named the Professor, which was just like a general inventor that would like help them solve whatever the issue was. With,
Okay, sort of like the Sherlock Holmes of the thing, where
Right,
he was
right.
like, "Oh, I know what happened."
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Using science.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Again, in 30 seconds though, so it's just like
Right.
real quick. And then this is the Professor. Birdie,
Wow.
interesting to me at least, did not exist yet. Birdie came a little later.
Who's Birdie?
Birdie is the female character that represents the breakfast menu. She's Birdie the early bird.
Is she a bird?
She is. Yep.
I
Always
vague-
crashing
all
into
right.
stuff. She
I
has
vaguely-
aviator goggles and pink overalls.
She has an Amelia Earhart,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah. Oh, that's a guy. I've never heard Amelia Earhart, but
That's
I love
because
it.
I have an Amelia Earhart that I bought at California Land. Speaking of
Oh, that's
lands,
great. Love it.
And I like to somehow occasionally lounge around with my Amelia Earhart. In between those 2 bookcases, you'll see my bow and arrow.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, got that for Christmas. Pretty sweet.
That's
Pretty
beautiful.
sweet. Yeah,
I love it.
That's where we're keeping it. And he's like, we can't keep it there. And I said, why not? What if somebody tries to break into the place? I will have access to my bow and arrow. He was like, oh my God, call 911.
man.
Bird and that sounds like a response to some sort of cries of sexism. Birdie the breakfast menu.
Yeah. Responding McDonald's at the front lines of responding to
all
sexism.
things needed.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
$15 an hour, McDonald's.
Yes,
Please
exactly.
do that. That'd be awesome. Anyway, so
One of the more interesting things that were just accidentally kind of brushed over about the original McDonald's Land commercials to me is that they would really try to make the world feel very rich by having hamburger patches which were talking hamburgers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. So,
That's insane.
Right. Implying that then the Big Mac and Mayor McCheese then started off in these hamburger patches and then as they
grew
developed. Right.
Yes, they went to school just like tiny hamburgers do.
Yeah.
And then eventually became mayor and chief of
Right.
police.
Yeah. I don't know if when they hit puberty that's when they get a full body or what it is.
Right, when they break themselves off the stem and call it a day.
Yeah.
That
also means then that the Hamburglar to Mayor McCheese is stealing baby heads.
Right. He's essentially a kidnapper.
Right, yeah.
And a weird murderer to some extent, as we all are, as we eat hamburgers.
Yeah, that are
which
being
I
sold
suppose.
to us by these people.
When is this? Is this 1970 that this?
This is in the 70s, yeah.
That it first started. It was early 70s.
Yeah,
That
because
sounds
this is
about
when
right.
H&R Puff and Stuff was on the air. It's all kind of vaguely psychedelic.
Yeah.
Right, in like a
but
fun,
it kept
bright
going.
way.
It kept going.
Yeah. Only after Super Size Me did they really actively try to get away from using these characters.
Right.
But you still see the occasional reference to them.
Okay. Well, I want them to bring them back.
You want to, you're telling me? Yeah.